4, 3, and we're live. We're
Whoa,
back. I
I wasn't
know.
ready.
I counted down
Whoa.
like usual. We're here. It's happening. Ready or not, here we come. D&D, Princes of the Apocalypse. I'm Ace the GM. I'm your friendly neighborhood game master. And I'm here running the Princes of the Apocalypse D&D 5th edition module for these lovely people who call themselves Punishment. Why do we call ourselves Punishment?
Because we try to make a pun each and every week.
Exactly. What's our team's name this week, guys?
So last time we met a Minotaur. So how about because this is a big adventure and journey, Minotaur de France.
Minotaur de France. That's great.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes,
Is everyone in
exactly.
That's a
agreement?
staple of a pun. If at least one person hates it, it's a successful pun.
It's true. Minotaur de France. Terrific. We're here. We're queer. We love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, terrific. Great. And let's have everybody go through and introduce ourselves. Let's introduce our characters. Starting with Gawain, the Kalishtar Warlock. Who is Gawain?
Wayne, tiny little 12-year-old sailor boy who's landlocked with a bunch of landlubbers who will be part of his crew one day. He is an ex-barbarian, made a deal with the Dream King, now Warlock, here to fuck shit up, and apparently his shadow is an evil mouse. So we learn something new about little Gawain every day, but he's a little ball of chaos.
That happens. Very true. Thank you for that info about Gawain. Next
Yes.
up, we have Mako Alferis, the human variant bard. Tell us about Mako.
Hello, I'm Marco Alferis. I used to be a squire up until yesterday. But yeah, I study poetry and write it, and I just do my best to help those around me. Though I don't necessarily let them know, but I do try my best.
Also my best friend.
Also, best friends with Gwen. Hashtag Ruby
Excellent.
Blood Crew.
So cute. Hashtag Ruby Blood Crew. We've also got Esme, the half-elf druid. Tell us about Esme. What's their deal?
Hello, Internet. I'm January. I play Esme. She is a half-elf druid. She is a Circle of the Moon druid, and she's actually about to try and find a bunch of her people that she knows. Because they're also investigating the culty stuff, but they disappeared. So I gotta find them. But first, we have to figure out what to do about Gawain's creepy shadow.
That's true. That's step one of this process.
If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I've got this, guys.
I like shadows, but Gawain, we have to take care of that.
Yeah, Mako, don't go near the shadow. Don't go by the shadow. Everybody stay away but me. I got this.
We will also be joined shortly by Glarnock the Mutilator, a new addition to our party, who has just emerged from the woods, being chased by presumably flame priests. Goodness, and now he needs me to email the link. Damn it, Matt. And next up, we have Poetry, the Tiefling Monk.
Hi, Poetry. I'm a tiefling monk of the way of the open hand. I've left my monastery and ran into this crew. We've been going around chasing down cults. I was attacked by a cult.
That's true.
Interesting being outside of the monastery and with a group of people that aren't just my monk friends. I'm like having feelings that I don't really know how to deal with. And every time Mako talks about poetry, I look over my shoulder.
Nice. Mhm. And last but not least, we have Boneless, the changeling rogue / sorcerer. Tell us about Boneless.
Boneless. Yep, just took their first level in Sorcerer. Is super excited that they finally went through puberty and got all this magic. Very happy. Boneless is a changeling rogue who was trapped in a television dimension for a really long time. Recently got freed and is trying to make their way in the world with this lovely a band of geeks. So that's
You love to see it. Thank you, Boneless. And that's the gang. That's the whole crew, the Ruby Blood crew. Or as we are called today, the Minotaur de France or Tour de Force? What was it?
France.
Minotaur de France.
It's the giant bicycle race in France.
It's true. Only the giants ride the bicycles.
yeah. It's
Incredible. And who would like to recap what happened last time?
I can take it if nobody else wants to.
Yeah, you can totally do so, Gawain. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. So, last time we were kind of hanging out, trying to figure out where we wanted to go, whether we wanted to go to Red Larch or go check out this, what was it called? Scarlet Moon Hall, where a bunch of druids have been hanging out, because Esme was told a bunch of their friends, went there to check out this new, circle of druids that no one's ever heard of before, and all of a sudden their friends disappeared. So the party has decided to go check that out. But on the path, we also, Gawain had a little conversation with the two hippogriffs. Actually is able to speak to them now and made a deal that we'll be able to just hang out together and go on adventures. But if they need to leave and because it's too patchy, they can. But Gawain requested that they take a friend with them if they can. So in that, we ended up, we're trucking. We started to make our way towards this place, but then all of a sudden we went in the wrong direction. So we are a day's travel away from where we were supposed to be going. But conveniently, we did stumble upon Glarnock, who is running away from a group of fire crazy priest people, assumed cultists. Just because everyone's a cultist around here, apparently. So Glarnock comes running out covered in blood, and we're all like, hey, who are you? What's going on? And Glarnock's like, I'm going to die. And we're like, okay, let's go. So we started fighting them all off. And while they were trying to run away, little Gawain's shadow came to life and became this crazy demon mouse thing. Which after we chased down and stopped all of them from running away, we captured one. Or no, one isn't dead yet, and we're about to stabilize them. Or no, did we stabilize them? I think we did.
I don't think so. I don't think anyone's been stabilized.
Not yet. I was about to. That's right. But Poetry specifically watched the mouse essentially attack this dude behind a rock and start eating him. And he yelled specifically, Ace.
He yelled, people are my food.
Yeah. And now we're here. And we got a couple things to deal with.
This D&D game is only for adults, just like the live stream. Terrific. Yeah, that's pretty much brings us up to speed. Inspiration for Gawain for doing a good recap. Yeah, there was one other thing that happened or I guess two things technically, that happened in your travels before you ran into Glarnock. Do you remember? Does anyone remember what they were?
Yeah. There was a weird cloud thing that Mako noticed on one of the days that was very reminiscent of the traveling Feathergill Knights and how they last attacked us, I believe. So that was one event that Mako specifically communicated to the rest of the crew, in which why we had Dirt and Ernie become more landlocked to travel with us.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't Boneless and Poetry have an argument about something?
That's right.
Cruciferous
Broccoli.
broccoli.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't understand how poetry doesn't like broccoli. It's fascinating and wrong. So
Mm-hmm. It's very weird.
Is it broccoli versus cauliflower?
Yeah.
Because
I think the whole thing's silly.
broccoli is like the far superior vegetable. So like, confused how you're confused, but like whatever.
Indeed. They got into a whole beef about that. And the other thing that Mako, I think, noticed was there was a whistling sound coming that sounded familiar. That sounded like the whistling that they heard when something is like flying through the air. And that's yeah, that pretty much brings us up to speed. So now we were just about to end our combat. Things were pretty much winding down, except for the fact that there's this crazy flesh-eating, deformed mouse rat creature that seems to be about to devour the undead flesh. Not the undead, just the dead flesh of this eternal flame guard over here. So, just to for shits and giggles, let's keep going in initiative order, I suppose. Also, Galarnock should be joining us any minute now. Hopefully.
Not here?
Oh, they're here.
Oh, where are they? Oh, look, there you are. Sorry, my Zoom thing cut you off.
Did you hear broccoli versus cauliflower?
Maybe, I don't know. There was just a cacophony. Terrific. Glarnock's here. Thank you, Glarnock. Great. Oh, awesome. Now we can. Okay, good. Because I figured there'd be things you'd want to discuss. Awesome. In that case, we're not going to go in initiative order. Everyone, what do you guys want to do? Your weird Mickey Mouse friend is over here eating somebody. The rest of you are surrounded by this, surrounding this eternal flame priest who you knocked unconscious by hitting him so hard in the nards. It was truly outrageous. And yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Can we tell how hungry the mouse is? Like, can he eat more than one body?
Not sure. You can do an insight check.
I'll try. I just, like, if he's full, I don't mind.
And just to be clear, I did not say Mickey Mouse. One of you said Mickey Mouse.
He looks like evil Mickey Mouse.
Oh.
That's Ricky Rouse to you.
Oh my God, was that a nat 20? That was a nat 20 insight check.
Hell yeah.
You have a feeling that this creature's hunger is not bound by physical limitations.
I kind of imagine.
However hungry he feels is however hungry he is.
Well, I hope he eats rocks.
While that insight check is going on, Mako would like to move back closer to the priest, and hold on, I must
Bless you.
You.
I had to fight that sneeze so bad. Yeah, Mako would like to use a use of his medicine pack to make a check to bring the priest back to 1 HP.
Terrific.
Can we tie him up first, Mako?
So are you using are you using an herbalism kit or
I have medicine kits, or I believe. Let me check what they're called.
because yeah, if you use an herbalism kit, then you can just stabilize him without without doing a medicine check.
Okay.
I also have a spell to just literally just boop, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
I have a healing kit. So healing kit says I have a few more uses left of this one, but it I can just
brings him
use
to
it
one
with my feet, because Mako's feet
Okay, terrific.
is yeah.
So you want to bring him up to 1 hit point, make him conscious again.
Yes, but like I'll let Boneless tie up his hands.
Okay, yeah, tie him up first for sure.
Yeah, I'll scoot over there and give him a good tie. The other, just really quick, there were 3 of them, weren't there?
Yeah, one of them is down here.
One
Get
is
away.
being eaten.
And the other one's being eaten.
That's right. I think I'm gonna grab that guy too and tie them both up.
Okay, terrific. Give me a survival check with advantage.
Boneless or me?
No, boneless for doing the tying. You're good. You just
Ooh,
expend
that
a
first one
use
was
of
a
your.
nat 1.
Oof.
Second one was a 15.
15. All right, you make some real solid
God.
knots on both of these goons. This guy's tied up. This guy is fully deceased now. He was only unconscious, but then this weird rat creature bit into his flesh more and more, and now he's just a bloody hump, bloody stump.
Can I go over to the mouse? Or are we still in initiative?
We're not in initiative. We're not going to do.
Okay.
You want to head
I
over
just
here?
I'll do a quick spare the dying on that dude, just pat
Awesome.
and then walk away.
So one thing, Gawain, actually, would you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
17.
17. Okay. As you calm down from the fighting and you walk towards this strange, deranged rat creature, it, like, the second you step toward it, it whips its head around and stares at you with its disgusting sharp teeth covered in flesh and gore. And it stares at you as if it knew you were coming before you even started walking toward it. And no sooner does it look at you than it starts looking at its own hand, as its hand starts to just sort of slowly turn into mist. Black mist. Starting at its hands, and then slowly spreading across from its legs upward, across its torso, which is the same size as its head, and then finally up to its head, before it says, "I'll see you in your dreams," and disappears entirely.
Joke's on you, I don't dream, bitch.
That's true, you don't.
It's yucky.
Okay, I told you, mouse is gone, we're good.
Yeah. It seems that once you calm down from your from the exhilaration of combat, that the effects of your tantrum end.
Okay. Also, I'll say that I drop my my form, so I start to shrink down again. So I'm
Okay.
just a little 12-year-old. Okay.
You're back to being a cute little guy. Boom.
As I'm bringing this priest back up, Mako turns to Glarnock, who is probably a head or two taller than Mako.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Mako's 6 foot, he looks at Glarnock and says, "I know you've been running for a minute. Are you injured at all? I can help with anything, to help with healing if you need."
I say we rip his head off and drink his blood.
Well, that
Hey,
one's
this
already
guy.
a corpse over there. Gawain points at the one that was half eaten. If you need to drink blood, it's straight up. There's a body over there.
So you're a vampire Minotaur?
Vampire! Whoa! Whoa! What?
Both things at
Vampires
once?
are
That's
pretty-
very cool.
Are
vampires
you
are
a
pretty cool.
Very
vampire?
extremely cool.
Are you?
But back
You-
to the man. If you are injured, Glarnock, I'm pretty good at making sure people stay alive and well.
No, I am not hurt.
Okay. Just making sure.
Oh, Bonus, is the guy by you still is he dying or is he dead?
Oh man, there's half his chest is gone, but I think
So
we could
dead.
probably stabilize him for now.
Okay,
Do
Gawain
you-
runs
do you
over,
want
pats
to?
him on the back of the head, and casts.
Can
Spare
I
the Dying.
drag him
Okay,
up
terrific.
to us?
Sure,
and
yeah.
I can tie him with the other body.
Yeah, you can drag him over towards you
Okay, great.
guys. And Mako, you bring this priest back to consciousness. Yes,
Yes. With 1 hit point.
with 1 hit point, he shrieks and goes, "Ah! Not my balls! Okay, okay. Have
be
we
fair, that
stopped
was pretty
fighting
low of
then?
us.
What?
That was pretty low of us. Well, that was boneless, so I wouldn't knock boneless because boneless would do those kinds of things, but that
This
was
is
pretty
pretty,
low.
yeah, par for the course here, buddy. Like,
Mako, in the heat of battle, you know, you do what you gotta do.
always go for the balls.
I'm
Go for
pretty
the
sure your
balls.
monk friend helped too, if I'm not
Well,
mistaken.
yeah, poetry knows already. Like, we just have to explain this to our friend Mako. So, you know.
You know, that is entirely fair and totally cool. But once again, that was that we. It started with me. I have to say I'm sorry, but we did you pretty dirty on our end. But yeah,
I'm in
so we got
so
some
much pain
questions.
still. It's the worst.
Cool.
We can make it
Are
better
you
if
going
answer-
to kill me? What?
Maybe.
Oh, jeez.
Depends on if you answer our questions. Or
We have a
not.
couple questions, and
Yeah.
then we'll make it all better.
We have a survey.
I think first question, do you know anything about out of character, remind me the name of that place that we're going to?
Scarlet Moon Hall?
Do you know anything about Scarlet Moon Hall?
Yes, that's where I came from.
Cool. Esme, you want to pick up the questioning now?
Sure, yes. I was not prepared. Not
Mostly
ready.
because I honestly, I heard druids, and I'm assuming, are you in a fire cult?
I serve the eternal flame, yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fire cult. Yay, we met one.
Dude,
Uh,
does poetry know about the fire cult, or the like in my my studies have I studied that?
probably not, but you can make a history check.
I think we've probably also like told you about like the cults that we've encountered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you know about everything that they've encountered, but yes, the eternal flame, is not something that immediately rings a bell for you, and it's certainly not the cultists or whoever that you ran into, because they seem to be earth based, the ones that you that sort of waylaid you and your friends.
Real quick, Mr. Priest,
Yes.
while Esme's thinking, what's your name?
My name is Conifer.
Conifer. Cool.
Like the trees.
No, not like the trees.
I mean, it is kind of like the tree.
It's
sounds like
spelled
the tree to me.
differently. I burn trees.
It's pretty like the trees.
It's pronounced like the trees.
Are you also a
Why
druid?
you-
With a name like Conifer, you might also be a druid. Also,
No.
you said that you're. Well,
I'm
well,
not
do you
a
know anything
druid.
about it? Do you know anything about a druidic rite that's happening?
Yes. At Scarlet Moon
happening where you're
Hall, we
from?
perform the rite of the Wicker Giant.
I thought that
Wicker
was
giant?
Like a wicker basket. Like wood.
Yes, it's a giant made out of wicker.
What's
And
it
do you
for?
light him on fire?
Well, he is fire. He is fire manifest. And once every several weeks we perform the rite of the giant. And
Why? What's it for?
to pay obedience to the eternal
Oh.
flame. Whoops.
May I
Tell me
make an
more
insight
about
check?
the rite. Is this some sort of weird sacrifice? What is this? Tell me
There's
more.
usually a sacrificial element. It's
What?
well, it's to indoctrinate new members into the circle of the Scarlet Moon, a new druid circle that our leader has discovered.
Who's your leader?
our leader is the righteous Elazar Giraffe-Lagan. Yes.
Well, we all write it down.
Ask this one. I don't know why you're asking me.
Right then, use an intimidation check,
Okay.
and I roar in his face, and I grab him by the throat.
All right, make an intimidate. Hi, Glarnock. Make an intimidation check. What'd you get? You got it? Your D&D Beyond being slow?
Yes.
Oh, there it goes.
5, 6.
He says, hi, Glarnock. Yes, we've met.
Okay, so
We know
He's fully unfazed. He can't breathe as well. You're holding him by the throat.
all
But
about.
he is not impressed by your yelling at all.
Honestly, he probably likes it.
We know all about your leader.
Oh, good.
Actually, we don't.
We know nothing.
We don't know anything.
No,
This-
yeah, tell us.
He must die.
This fuckstick defected from our ranks for absolutely no goddamn reason.
What?
And so
Yeah.
we had to
Gawain
chase him
turns
down.
over, just like what? What?
You're a
You
vampire
have-
Minotaur cultist?
Oh,
You
yeah.
have-
You try to kill cultists, kill this motherfucker.
You have committed your treasons for the last
Oh,
time.
I guess I'm the only one that committed treasons, right, Glarnock?
Pause. Hey, Glarnock. Gawain like puts a hand.
I
on
guess
Glarnock's
I'm the only
chest
one that
and the
kills
fire
people,
cultist's
right?
chest and tries to push them away a little bit. Just hey. Hello.
I will kill you.
Yeah, Glarnock.
Do
hey,
it.
what,
And all of your cultists.
Glarnock,
One
actually,
by
We're with you,
one.
buddy.
Glarnock,
We're with
the
ya.
cultist by the beach. He's still alive. You gotta go get him.
There seems
Do you
to be a
wanna-
lot of previous tension between you two specifically. As
I mean-
a fan of vampire minotaurs, especially from the Ruby Blood saga and series,
Gawain turns around.
Read
This
these
is
books,
great,
Sarah.
right? This is
I
so
gotta read
cool.
these books.
Oh, I know
We-
that series.
it's quite a good series. Amazing.
It's so good. So good.
Isn't it
one
for
of these days,
children?
I have to go to Waterdeep and get my copy signed. But however, yeah, Conifer. May I
Yes.
call you Connie?
No.
How
Okay,
about Con
Conifer.
Con?
Mhm.
Well,
How about
Conifer?
How about what?
Con Con.
What
Like
was?
Pawpaw?
Say it again.
Yeah.
You can't just double
Like
everything.
CON.
I don't like that either.
Slurp slurp, come! And like summons my octopus back. Okay.
Good God, I hate that thing.
But yeah, may we let Glarnock speak for a moment, so we can try to understand on why you had defected from their inner ranks,
Yeah,
there,
fill us in,
Glarnock.
buddy.
I have one
This guy
request.
kills tons of people, by the way. Just
I have
saying.
killed
You shut your mouth.
many people.
I find
Glarnock.
you
Me
very
too.
hard
As
to
long
believe,
as you
my
don't
friend.
kill anyone, let's have a conversation. Let's chill. And then Gawain covers the mouth of the priest.
No.
All you must know now is that many have died under my hand. But the fire cult of the eternal flame, they must be stopped. I was brought into their cult, and I killed for them. I killed many. But now that killing, it must stop. Elazar and these followers, they are gathering with the other cults for a catastrophic event. I lived in the Scarlet Moon Hall. and I worked for the Prince of the Elemental Fire.
I'm sorry, Prince of what now?
Of Elemental Fire.
Okay,
What's
yeah,
his
I meant like
name?
what's his name?
I don't know.
I don't think, yeah. If you want, you can make a history check for that.
I would love to.
They all have weird
Oh, no,
names.
no. Only Glarnock
Yeah.
can. The
Only
rest of you
Glarnock,
would have
okay.
no way of knowing. Oh, wait, where did it go?
I have a -1, so
Go for it.
it's a blurry past. 13.
13. It would if you had learned it. They don't like speak his name. They call him the Prince of Fire, the Lord of Eternal Flames, the great Burner, all these different things. You don't remember. You may have heard it once, but the burn. exactly. But you've never heard. I don't think you may have heard it once, like when you first got there. But that part of your time is real fuzzy in your memory.
I have also seen his throne.
Possibly.
Deep within the tower, Scarlet Moon Hall. There was some blurry vision when I first entered this portal. And it was a vision of a throne and some sort of large deity statue with water or something coming out of it. And then there was some sort of figure in front of the throne with like torches and like other like hooded beings around this figure that was standing in front of the throne. And I just saw the outline, but it was like a black faded figure. And then I fell asleep again, and I woke up in these barracks, and it was on the second floor of this Scarlet Moon Hall.
You hear
You shut up!
the priest mumbling behind Gawain's hand.
Because I will drink your blood next.
Gawain slaps the forehead of this guy. Just
With your other hand?
yeah.
Okay.
No, with the same hand.
I was a slave under a goblin king in the fire pits of Scophos. I worked in the fight pits to destroy all of his defilers. I was used as a weapon for destruction. That is where my name, the Mutilator, was born. Once I start killing, my bloodlust becomes insatiable. But that is another story.
Fucking metal, man. That's fucking cool.
I am running. I escaped from them. A portal appeared. I fell into the portal. I was captured by the fire elementalists. I worked for them in the same regard to kill. And I have killed many.
What do they want?
I will be honest. I do not know.
Okay.
They are holding this ritual. They have invited many druids to be here.
When's the next one?
That I do not know.
Yeah, you don't
Takes the hand off the mouth. When's the next one?
He farts a lot in his sleep is what I was trying to say.
Smack.
When
When is the next ritual?
1 HP.
And I slowly bite him in the neck. Just so it draws blood.
Gawain's like pushing you back, just no.
He falls unconscious again.
Too much.
He slapped him twice and then bit him on the
You're at a
neck.
9, bring it down to like a 4. Okay.
He's unconscious again. Does someone want to revive him?
I spare the dying.
Okay. All right.
Glarnock, we
they-
can't kill
they-
him. I do have a question for you,
Wait,
though, Glarnock.
wait. They are druids, and they're at the base camps. At the base of this hill,
Oh, there's a camp, dude.
which is Scarlet Moon Hall.
Mhm.
Okay.
They're scattered all the way up the hill, all the way around the hill. All different from all different areas.
Mhm.
But some are also
Uh-oh.
But
I
some
only
aren't.
know
That's a
I
problem.
only know from the second floor up down because I would
How-
I only that's the only I don't know that the other floors inside
how many
Um,
floors are there total?
that I don't know.
You're saying
I've only been up to the second floor in the barracks, which is where I slept,
Okay.
Mhm.
and which is where all the other cultists are, the soldiers.
You were saying
Yeah.
poetry?
But this is also very important. There is a larger base for the fire elementalists. It's beneath Scarlet Moon Hall. And it's called the Temple of Eternal Flame.
Cool. What were you saying, poetry?
You're saying that Glarnock, these druids are spread around all over the hills.
Right over
Are
this
they
hill.
like-
Right
are
over
they
this
like-
hill behind us through the woods.
Are they camping near each other, or are they just standing out there chanting?
They're camping along the hill all the way around. This big hill.
Mhm.
Within eyesight of each other?
Within
or-
eyesight of each other.
Well,
There's
actually,
all-
Glarnock. So I'll say you're 13 from before. Your history check stands. So
I can only see like the entrance.
yeah. So the
Oh,
thing
okay.
is, the
You just know
whole
they're there.
hill, the hill of Scarlet Moon Hall, is kind of surrounded in a constant smoke. It's sort of like haze or mist, or like yeah. If you've ever been in like I think like it gets real hazy in like places like San Francisco, places that are high up. Like it's sort of like you're inside a cloud, except instead of mist, it's smoke. So the whole area is sort of lightly obscured. So, and because you've never gone down that way really, and you've never interacted with the camps, you haven't really seen much of them. But you know that they are
like-
scattered around
There's
the
fires.
yeah,
and
you can
tents.
see the fires and the tents in the distance,
Yeah.
the little glows popping up through all the thickness of the smoke.
There's a lot of them.
Yes, and the hall is at the top of this hill. The druids that you know of are camped out along the front of the hill. So along the there's a path that leads up one side of the hill, and the druids are camped out, scattered around the front side of the hill. And you know that they're there to partake in this rite. They're not all super close to each other. So and if it wasn't for the smokiness, they might be able to see each other. But you know that like you can't see them all from the top of the hill, so they probably can't see each other.
I have more. So the Temple of Eternal Flame. It's in the basement. Somewhere underneath. The entrance is a tunnel that goes down from the first floor. Okay?
Yeah.
And I never dared to go down there because I could sense evil from within. And it haunts me to those images I had in the plane of fire when I was doing all those atrocities. And I have also heard horrible sounds and seen silhouettes of large creatures coming from the tunnels.
How large?
You must heed my warning. They must be stopped. That is now my mission.
I need you to know, Boo Boo, that we have been fighting a lot of cultists, and we pretty much are just like the cultist killers in the resident area, apparently. So we got this. We got this. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
we don't feel bad about it.
not
It's
even
fine.
at all.
Just
It's
kill
Even a
him.
little bit. Like
like
I
literally,
shot this
like
guy's
you,
nards off,
like Gawain, like looks down and whispers, like in the guy's ears, just like you. I could literally just break your neck right now and feel nothing. Like I'm 12. Does that help you? Like.
I do not necessarily hold the same moral standing as my constituents here, but
I feel bad about it.
you know
That's why we have you on the team.
You
we
rein us
need
in.
it balanced out.
My uncle just died. It feels bad to lose folks. So to some extent, I do feel for you. However, yeah, you sort of started this shebang, talking to the priest.
The priest is still unconscious.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, we got
Oh,
oops.
I'm just like holding him up.
Everyone's
Uh,
just talking to this unconscious
Mhm.
man.
I'll do a
Shake, shake,
unless
shake,
somebody
shake,
has
shake,
something
shake.
else, I'll do a med check really quick.
I have one more use of this healer's kit. So
A med check will stabilize him, and he's already stabilized, so you need
Oh, that's
healing to
right.
bring
Yeah,
him
so
back.
so this med kit will bring him back to 1 again, and that'll be the last use of this med kit or healer's kit. I keep saying med kit, even though that's not the right word.
Do we have another healer's kit? Because I don't know if we should waste it on NPC is a thing.
I mean,
I
You can also use magic.
have healing word that I can use on us.
I have healing spells that can handle us.
I also have a herbalism kit that I can use to heal us.
So with my feet, I can do I think more with healer's kits is what Mako necessarily can do. Let me read it for myself real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I have the healer's feet, and it doesn't even tell me when I click on it, so I have to let me look it up. Healer feet.
Ace, I
Yes.
think while they're like chatting about healing,
Mhm.
Gawain wants to go check out the mauled body on the beach.
There's no beach here, by the way. It's just in the road.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, the road. It's
Yeah.
in the middle of the road.
The middle of the road. Yeah.
Is that a
Hey,
river?
buddy, can you move that? Just get it out of the road. Other animals go to and then they get hit by it's not good.
Yeah, I got it. Just give me a minute. I just wanna. Yep.
There isn't really a road here, so it's just kind of like a path. This is just for design purposes.
Cool.
It's just dirt.
It's just
It's
dirt.
This is
Yeah.
more
Mhm.
dirt.
Yeah, I do want to check out the body really quick.
Okay. Sure. What are you looking for?
So I want to see how intact the body looks to be. B, if there's like anything on it I can loot that is like of significance.
Oh, sure, certainly. Give me an investigation check then.
Can I get advantage because of slurp?
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nasty little
Slurp,
skin.
slurp.
Hey, you don't talk about slurp.
Nasty little slurp.
I know
That's
you
what
said it's
slurp
like an
sounds like.
octopus thing. For some reason, I picture the little pink jelly guy from Treasure Planet.
Oh, see, now that I'm okay with.
No, mine's creepier.
We're dead.
I rolled 7 twice, so both me and slurp are like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he's obviously
guys.
most of his stuff is kind of worn. He does have a long sword that's in okay condition. He's got a breastplate, but it's pretty worn and it's fitted to him, so it's not really of use to anyone else. And he's got a shield. You could probably use the shield.
I can't use either of those things. So I just yell out, "Hey, does anyone need a long sword or a shield?
I'm good.
We're good."
I'm okay.
The only thing, there's one thing that you can't quite make out on the shield and part of his breastplate. There's some type of sigil, but it's kind of all scratched from wear and tear. You can't really make out what it is.
Okay. Just so you know, we might have to check out the other body, but this dude's got some sort of symbol on him. I can't read it though.
Does it look like a butt or a butt plug?
There's
It's
too many cuts on it.
probably-
There's too many cuts. I can't see it. But the other guy might have a better one if you want to check out that body. But I'm gonna move this guy real quick.
It's probably not a butt or a butt plug because he's a different cult. It's a new symbol,
Oh.
probably.
It's a
Like
cock
anal
ring.
beads?
Maybe.
You're
Also,
really picking up on the wrong theme here.
the body itself, like how.
Oh yes,
From
in
scale
terms of
1 to holy shit, this is not a visible creature anymore.
no, it still looks like a human. It's mostly had its like skin taken off. Like it didn't the mouse didn't have a long time to like really dig in. So it's just have a lot of little bite marks like around its face and neck, and mostly just chunks of skin missing.
Okay.
Ew.
Okay. I'm gonna.
But it still looks like a person. It's just like horribly disfigured, you know.
I am going to cast Mold Earth and pick up a 5-foot section of earth and just kind of shove his body into the hole and drop the earth down on him.
That's nice of you. Yeah, very good. Yeah, you very quickly bury him. He goes away.
And then if no one else wants to, I do want to check out the other body too.
Yeah, I would cruise down there.
I dragged him up here.
Yeah, he's over here now. He's not far.
While everyone is doing their things, Mako would just like to go around real quick and just, do some bit of healing on some folks here.
Do you want to heal the priest? He's still unconscious.
Yeah, I would like to bring him back to 1 with the last use of my healer's kit.
Nice. You go, oh God, please not my balls. Oh, okay.
Once again, I am so sorry. But yeah, we're gonna have to keep you tied there
Balls!
for a second.
Yes.
My balls.
Okay.
Ugh.
Yes.
Yes, Esme, you look pretty worse for wear. So Mako just quickly opens up his Mako just comes over to you and he says, is it alright if I place my hand upon your shoulder to heal you?
Yeah, totally. I feel kind of woozy, so that would be great.
How can they say, Jenny, could you come back home? Because everybody knows you don't ever want to come back. Let me be the one to save you. And Mako is going to cast
Cure wounds?
Mako is going to cast Cure Wounds. As he holds his poetry book. This is going to do not only Cure Wounds as a regular effect, but because he's focusing it through his book, he does an extra d6 of healing.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, so that's such a neat thing for the Spirit Bard that like any spell I use, it either amps my healing or amps my damage by just that d6. And I'm like, that's so useful. Give me a quick second. I'm gonna be doing this. How much were you at again, Esme?
17 out of 39.
17 out of 39. Okay. So I'll do this at. I'll give you a second level one. So let me roll this real quick.
Mm-hmm. You see the priest is looking around and is like, what were you asking me before I got knocked out again by this great oaf's bite?
Where's the treasure hidden?
What?
14 back to
Is
you,
that-
Esme.
Where am I?
Awesome. Thank you. Esme puts her hand out to give Mako a high five. Mako
Then I-
leaves her hanging.
I don't know there's treasure.
And then I slowly put my claw into the fleshy pit that used to be his balls.
No, he's got his hands has
ju-
not left his balls since he has first got hit there.
And I say to him,
Oh God, okay, it still hurts.
Glarnock, we can't keep healing
It
him.
still hurts through my hands.
I say,
Oh God.
you will tell us everything you know about your cult and about Scarlet Moon Hall.
I mean, I don't know what else I can tell you that you wouldn't know, but like, I've already I already gave up. What do you want? I told my men to stand down, and you killed them.
What's on the third floor?
The third floor? I think that's where Elazar stays.
What about the 4th floor?
Just the attic.
What's in the attic?
Just like furniture. Maybe.
What about the temple in the basement?
I think there's like a bat up there sometimes. Well, that's you. I mean, you don't want to know what's down there.
Actually, we do.
It's the temple of eternal flame.
So is there a lot of fire? Sounds
Yes,
like
a lot of
probably
fire,
a lot of fire.
lava. Even I have only been there on occasion.
No,
How do we
sure,
get
for sure.
how do we get down there?
You can simply walk through the door in the ground floor, but it is rife with other members of our order and other heinous villains, monsters of all sorts.
What are all their weaknesses? What's their mom's name? What's
Well, okay, actually, this is an interesting question.
Yeah.
Is there like a central support beam in the building that if it were to go away, the thing would fall down?
No singular beam in. You know what? Why am I telling any of you this? You guys are just gonna kill me anyway. Why would I talk to you?
was 100% gonna let you live.
I don't
kinda
believe
fond
you
of
for a
buddy,
second.
to be honest? Like you're kind
Yeah.
of fun.
Not gonna let you live, you shall die.
Yeah,
Okay,
look
go
at this
ahead.
guy.
Okay. Now he'll
once
be fine.
again-
He'll be fine.
Once again,
Listen,
I feel a lot of personal tension between you and Glarnock. And you know, it's hard for friends to turn against friends, and what deeper feelings that may hold.
Friends is a little much. I don't know about that.
Conifer, it's okay to feel as frustrated as you have.
Mm-hmm.
You've been shot, burned, and stabbed in the balls.
Yes,
And
all true.
Your
it's
feelings are
been a-
valid.
Your feelings are very valid. I want you to understand that.
Listen, the thing is, I want to live with my life. Leave with my life, and I have no reason. I already gave up, and you guys killed the other people that gave up with me, who put down their weapons, and you nearly killed me. So I don't see why I would continue giving you information if you're just gonna kill me anyway. I don't want to betray my cult. It's not a cult.
Connie,
You keep
I don't
calling it
think
that.
we're
It's
gonna
caught
kill
on.
you. I think that you should come with us because we don't know where anything is.
Yeah, you should probably take
I'd
it.
No,
be
I
down
couldn't
for
do that. I couldn't. I'd rather they think I'm dead.
Oh damn.
That's
why we're-
unfortunate.
it's-
That's not
Oh,
what's
You
gonna
know why we're coming after this one?
We can
Because
arrange that.
he just left.
We can arrange that very
Uh,
quickly, my friend.
Yeah, you've mentioned Glarnock.
Gawain
I
picks
know
up
you
a
love killing. It's your whole
a
deal.
5-foot cube of earth and puts it between Glarnock and the priest.
Oh, thank you. Now his
You're
breath
There's
good
now
can't
just
reach
a
me.
wall of dirt just between them.
I can still hear his voice.
Gawain, we could put him in the get along sweater.
To get along sweater!
Oh my god.
Gawain starts pulling this massive sweater out of his
Oh,
They get
just
along, sweater.
honestly, just kill me now. Don't put me in a sweater with him.
Conifer, as you've asked us to use your name that you preferred, my uncle was, despite his naivety in some regards, was all about second chances. If you promise to leave Glarnock be and to just sort of disappear into anonymity, and no, what is the word I'm trying to say?
Anonymity.
Anonymity, that's the word.
Gotcha.
Thank you, our rogue. Yeah, we can let you live and we can let you start anew if that's what you want. But but that is something you have to, be ready to agree with.
Sure.
I like to
kinda wanna-
persuade
Hey,
him.
listen, I'll fuck right off of here. I don't care. That's fine.
Alrighty.
But
My
I
question
just,
is,
I
if
don't
you
know.
do
Just,
leave,
I would
are
like.
you gonna stop killing people for the cult?
Well,
Probably not.
See, that's the problem we
You
run
can't go-
into.
listen, if you set a building on fire and people die from the fire, did I kill them? I don't know.
Oh
Yes.
man, oh, buddy.
Yes, you did.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I asked myself.
I just
that
really
all the
like
time.
setting things on fire. Is that so wrong?
You know,
I
there's
like
an
seeing
entire
things
dimension
burn.
that's just for fire. So,
I
like,
know, and it's
Feeling
just,
a
just
strong
so
connection
tacky.
here. I understand
Oh,
you.
okay.
You understand me. We're getting each other.
Mm.
I might.
I think he's gonna go right back to the cult and be like, "There's 5 people
Yeah,
coming after
100%.
you."
This
I-
group's definitely
You can make an
gonna go right
insight
back to
check.
the
Anyone can make an insight check.
Yeah,
I'd
I
like
would
to make
love
an
to.
insight check. I'm
me
pretty
and
good at
Slurp are gonna
insight.
make an insight real quick.
Ooh, got a 12.
Thank God for that advantage with Slurp. That is a 16.
That's an 11. I have a +8, but it's 3 + 8, 11.
Mhm.
24.
Oops.
Oh, I did not roll here.
Also, I think while I'm like doing an insight, Slurp flies close to his face, and you see like one big eye just like looking at him real close.
Mhm.
Slurp, read him, Slurp.
No, my dice.
My nose.
Sorry. So it yeah, it seems like he doesn't really like he's being truthful about like he does want to set things on fire. He doesn't seem like he's really passionate about returning to the cult. That's about as much as you get. So sorry, the highest was a 16, is that right? Did I-
24.
Oh, 24
no.
from poetry. Okay, never mind. So with the 24, you can tell he seems to be honest that he's not going to go back to the cult. At least he might still do things that the cult would approve of. And the other thing, he had I think with a 24, that's just really good. He hasn't been like fully honest with you this whole time. He seems to have been like, oh my god, someone keeps calling me, and it's not a number I recognize. I don't like it. Earlier when you were asking him about the wicker the right of the wicker giant and stuff, like that kind of thing, kind of felt like he was just doing a spiel, like he had just like saying something rehearsed almost.
Telling you. They are recruiting druids to be part of their cult, to make them worshippers, and then all of the cults, they're all working together.
What did you just say?
Oh,
It's
wait,
the-
wait,
it's-
wait.
He's rolling his eyes.
Listen to me. Those beasts down there are unlike any beasts I have heard before.
Okay, if all the cults are working together,
we
we are
gotta
royally
rewind.
fucked.
We gotta rewind for a second. What
Something.
did you just say that all of the cults are working together?
All I know is that there's this guy. What's his name again?
Conifer.
Elazar.
Oh, that guy.
He is leading them. He is leading them
Okay.
to some sort of apocalypse.
How do you know that all the cults are working together though, honey?
Because I worked for them.
Okay.
Glorak, make a history check.
Because up until now,
They've hated each other.
at the very least, we thought that the air and the earth cult didn't like each other. At the
6.
fuck.
Doesn't necessarily mean they're not working together.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, it kind of sounds like maybe the the head guys at these cults might be working together, because I think that letter that was all like all the animosity, that was to Thurl, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, but Thurl's not like a primary leader.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is that like we're seeing the animosity between the cult at a lower level. So I'm
God
these
damn
their
it.
top guys might
Mhm.
okay, I've got all right, Bones getting real serious now because this is new information. Bones didn't know. All right, I want to talk to the priest guy
So,
really
one second, Glarnock. The thing, what you remember, number one, is like you actually, as you are asked, like, how do you know that they're working together? You don't really. It's just kind of a vibe you got. But
Okay.
you never you personally never interacted with any members of the other cults. You just kind of
No.
knew they existed.
Exactly.
And the other thing was
Oh,
like
okay.
Elazar was the highest ranking person you interacted with.
Yeah.
But you kind of always suspected, like the same way that there was more to the hall, Scarlet Moon Hall,
Yeah.
and that there is a full temple underneath it.
Yeah.
You suspected there was someone more higher ranking than Elazar.
Elazar, I only dealt with him like once.
Okay.
So I don't really know anything about him.
That's fair.
I just know of him. And I know
Okay.
that there is some sort of higher, someone else in charge, some sort of higher priest or something, which is part of the eternal flame.
Okay. Hey, priest, buddy.
Yeah.
Really quick, important thing. Do you remember a group of druids coming in? Esme, what were their names? Your friend.
Cornwall and Comnall and Ragnar.
Cobweb. And do you remember a group of druids coming in by those names? They would have come in, I think, a couple weeks ago.
Corncob and Ragnarok.
Mr. Priest.
Possibly, yes, possibly some druids, might be some new recruits, yes.
Do you know
Possibly.
if they were sacrificed in this Burning Man ritual thing that you guys did?
We haven't had one in several weeks, so it's unlikely if they are.
Okay.
I mean,
So
I
they might
don't
still be
learn
there,
their
so-
names because we do sacrifice like a bunch of them.
That goes back to my previous question. When is the next ritual?
In about 3 days, I want to say.
3 days. Cool. And what would
Gotta-
all right, so if we were to get rid of several groups of druids, whether that be getting them to leave or, not doing the not so fun stuff, how detrimental would that be to the ritual?
Meh.
Like what is required at like a base level for this thing to actually happen?
Well, I mean, it's like, how do you catch a moonbeam in your hand?
I don't think we're gonna get a lot more out of them
which way
about,
does
like,
the
that
wind
kind of stuff.
blow? I don't know.
know. Do you know if Alazar ever worked with someone named, and I don't have it in my notes, but I think her name was Irina.
Irisi?
Or-
Talanoth?
I think
Do you say
Yeah,
that?
the air
What's her
lady.
name? The air lady. I think
Irisi.
her name was Irina.
I mean, I'm not responsible for his correspondence, but I know I've heard that name.
Where have you heard it?
He said she's in the tower, didn't he?
What?
Irina?
What are you saying?
No, Irisi.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, Irisi. Okay. Good. Where did I get?
Didn't you say that she's like in the tower on like the top floor or something? I
No.
thought he said that.
No, that's the
That's
attic.
that's their
That's their people.
their people.
Oh, okay.
It's Alazar and Irisi, and I keep getting them mixed up too. But yeah,
Salazar Slytherin.
Oh god. Oh god.
do you know if Alazar ever had any correspondence with Irisi?
Not that I know of. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, I'm all good, guys. We can kill him if
Oh, are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Just so you know, I
Gawain
haven't.
picks up
I'm
that like
chilling.
5-foot block of earth and hovers it over his head. Just bury.
You know, there's a lot more I could tell you.
Moves the
Like
earth.
what?
Then
I mean,
start
spill the
talking.
beans, buddy.
No, you're
I
gonna kill me. Fuck you.
Holds the earth over his head.
I lied about half the stuff anyway.
We could just start cutting bodies
Lowers it a foot.
instead.
I just want some guarantee that you're not going to kill me. That's all I
just
want.
like to say, just by the nature of the way I was raised, people's word mean a lot to me. And if we aren't to keep our word, that means stuff to me personally, says Mako to the rest of the group.
Okay.
We can just
okay.
tie him
okay.
to a tree or a rock and leave him here.
I feel like it's the same thing.
Gawain looks the dude in the eye and goes, "I will not kill you unless you actively try to hurt my friends." Cool?
He already did.
That's fine.
Again, past
Okay.
this point, because we know
Here's-
we can kill him now.
Here's the thing. I am severely outnumbered right now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, precisely. And I don't, there's not a lot I could do to you that would prevent you from killing me, even if I were fully armed and equipped.
Do you like money?
I do like money. So I'm just saying, let me go free, let me take, like,
Yeah.
a couple steps away from you, and then I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah, does that sound good?
As long as you don't, as long as you promise to let me run away afterwards.
Yeah, I toss
Cool.
him a gold piece and let him back up.
You untie
I
me?
think Gawain backs up, and Slurp is just like on his shoulder, very much ready to jump if need be.
Okay, he takes like a good 10 steps away from you. He's like, okay. What else did you want to know? I forgot.
How do we
What?
get in? How do we get in?
We could get in to the Scarlet Moon Hall.
Yes.
Safely, yes.
Well, it's not. I mean, but there are lots of. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people around it.
Through the
So-
back entrance.
Yes, exactly. So there's the front side of the hill with the path that goes up it. That's where a bunch of the druids are camped out, and some of our people as well are there. And that's the thing is like some of us. That's the thing I lied about earlier. Is like there is no the right of the wicker giant. We just like burn people alive, and that's real fun
Oh,
for us.
great, dude.
Oh, good.
That's,
Excellent.
that's nasty.
I told you. He's evil.
We do call it
Must
that.
die.
We do call it the right of the wicker giant, but there's no new circle of druiddom. There's no new circle or whatever. That's something that Elazar concocted, I believe, to gather more recruits to join the cause of the Eternal Flame.
Which is crazy because it sounds like bullshit. So I don't know why any druids would believe it, but whatever.
I mean, it's a very exciting premise. A lot of people there are very excited about it. So there's that, and so there are a bunch of druids there. Some of them we have decided to indoctrinate into our ranks, and some of them we've decided to sacrifice at the right of the wicker giant. And we do worship the wicker giant because the wicker giant is living flame. It is the embodiment of what we serve, although in facsimile, if you will.
What do you
And
call it? Outside of Wicker Giant.
We call it the wicker giant. And that's about all we call it. The
Fire Daddy.
Fire
Indeed.
Daddy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do you mean the Prince of Fire himself?
Yeah,
Fire
because the
Daddy.
Prince of Air we know is Yadzi Ben, go fuck himself. But what's yours?
Oh, it is.
Now see, Ben, go fuck himself. Yes.
It is Imix.
Imix?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mix.
Imix the Incinerator. The Great Flame. The Burninator.
And he is your prince?
You could say, yes, we call them the Prince of Fire.
So the whole
Okay.
point is to like summon him or worship him.
Well,
Like, yeah.
it's certain aspects of our rituals are beyond my pay grade, as it were. But I worship him. We all worship him. Yes.
So would you say, in terms of
I
total
do hope
ranking,
there is some plan to summon him, and burn the world of its impurities. But you know,
Probably is.
in terms of ranking, are you like second from the bottom?
I'm like,
Third from the bottom?
I mean, I'm probably just below Elizar.
Oh, so you're you're
Third.
fairly high up there. Okay.
I mean, relative. I mean, most of our servants are either they're guardians, or they're underlings, like the druids that we recruit, or they're just beasts. They're just concoctions of flame that we've summoned from the plane of fire or other places.
Like elementals?
Correct.
That's kind of okay.
Water elementals.
Telling the
are
truth
scary.
about our friends. Do you really not remember them coming in?
Wait, sorry, whose friends?
Esme's friends. Do you?
Oh, the Cornrod and Ragtag, whatever they are.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
generally don't. The names sound familiar, but I really don't remember who they are.
Okay.
For sure.
Can you give us the exact location of the druids on the hill who are currently cultists?
No, they're just all scattered about.
So there's no like
Here's the
formal
thing,
designation to space. They just go places.
Correct. I mean, I stayed in the tower where Glornock stayed. When we were,
I
yes,
assume this
on the
is a
second floor.
big hill.
It is a large hill, yes, and the camps are all along the front. You could go up the back hill, which is pretty empty, other than the random fires that start.
How big? If I just like
Neat.
start yelling their names, will they hear me?
How big is the hill? I mean, you could probably shout from the bottom, and someone might hear you. But I mean, you'd alert everyone on the hill.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. If anyone else has any other questions,
I have one.
I have one more too. I have just one more though.
Yes.
The building itself, what is it made out of?
It's made out of, I think, stone mostly, but there's a lot of. It's very old. Is the issue. So it's just, I mean, Glornock could tell you probably. I don't know if Glornock experiences, but the floors fall through sometimes. Like, they're very old, and there's scaffolding, wooden scaffolding, that holds up a large portion of it around the outside. It's a relatively small building for its renown.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Boneless, you're up.
Most flammable to me. All right, bud. Were you telling the truth about you not knowing whether or not you've been working with other cults? Have you worked with other priests from other cults, or do you know?
No, I have not. But the thing is, we've absolutely hate the water cult, the crushing wave. They call themselves as absolute nitwits.
The crushing wave. Do you, since you hate them so much, do you happen to know like about where they've like last been?
Not a clue personally. I stay at the tower, but yes, they've certainly been out and about, causing mischief. And I've heard they have some encampment to the south of Red Large somewhere. That's about it.
Okay.
So
And
they're
their
close
headquarters
to the
is somewhere
Earth
is
Cult.
one of the other the haunted keeps, as they call it.
Do you know, can they make it rain incessantly?
I mean, maybe with magic.
But is that like a trademark thing that they do?
Buddy, that's like totally them.
It's gotta be, right? Like that,
yeah, it's
that
awesome,
sounds
yeah.
right.
It's
Yeah, fuck me. All right, well-
eternal rain.
Okay, well,
I don't I don't.
Cool.
And so the thing is, we all share the temple that lays beneath Scarlet Moon Hall is a vast network of it's like a full city down there, built by people presumably dwarven that have long since passed, and each cult, as you call us, shares a portion of it.
Oh,
So
what?
yes, each cult shares a portion of the underground city.
How do each cult get into it?
Like,
The four entrances,
usually through
like the tower
haunted
things.
keeps.
They
Correct.
all have a. So there was a fucking entrance under. Damn
Yeah,
it.
we knew this.
No, but like I didn't know it opened up to a whole city.
Oh well, yeah. There
Yes,
it
the
is.
Temple of Eternal Flame is beneath Scarlet Moon Hall, and there's the one underneath the place wherever the air cult is, probably.
But
I
it's
don't-
all connected. You said.
in some way, yes.
Oh,
So
you
in
guys,
theory,
they're totally working together.
If we went
Totally working
underground and we went through your area and then we decided to go into a different area, it is possible to get to the other cult's place that way.
I've never been there, but I would assume so. There's some way of.
Yo,
Yes.
okay, that's.
And so, although we don't get along, they do share some sense of we do neighbor each other and share similar interests in terms of mass destruction and such.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm done with you. So,
I'm good. Yeah.
Conifer, I hope if you reach civilization of some sort, you give up your evil ways. If we hear anything, I have to say that we probably will have to hunt you down. We don't want to necessarily. Just remember, today's the day you kept your balls.
I am very aware of this.
well
And
said.
he immediately
Stay
casts
aware.
blur. He casts blur on himself, and then takes a defensive stance, and then just slowly starts walking away.
Gawain does the quick jump in his direction,
He flinches.
but doesn't do anything.
Ace.
Yes.
How bad does blur affect, say, a short bow?
It gives you disadvantage on all attacks.
If I use my would assassinate give me advantage, and then would that just cancel out to be a regular?
Assassinate if you
So he
draw.
has to have not gone in combat yet.
Exactly. So
out of combat, would I be able to
but so as soon as you draw your weapon, you'll be in combat. And because he's watching you, you can't grab your weapon and surprise him like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. If you grab your weapon, there's a chance you'll roll higher than him in initiative, in which case you'll get your assassinate thing, and it'll cancel out, which means you'll roll normally. But otherwise, you'll still be at a disadvantage. Is there anything else you guys want to do? We want to say to him? He's starting to walk away from you back towards the road. I know he's just like a blur. He's just a little. I erased most of him to get rid of the fact that he was bloody.
I just make the earth shake beneath his feet with mold earth,
Mm.
just as he's walking.
I'm
I do
gonna
want to
shoot
check
him.
out the last body though.
Terrific. And then he just sprints away.
Oh, he's
All
already
of-
gone. Okay, never mind.
Hmm. I mean, you can if there's something you wanted to do or say as he's walking away, that's fine.
I'm gonna shoot him. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay, roll initiative.
Okay. 19.
19. Let me roll for him. Okay, you go first. Does anyone else want to roll initiative or do
It's a 23 to hit.
23 to hit? 23. Oh, hang on a second.
16. Sorry, Mako.
No, Gawain puts up his hands and looks at Mako. I
Elusive
said I wouldn't.
end. I'm sorry, buddy.
I said I
I
wouldn't.
never gave him my word.
I did.
Oh
I'm not
my
doing anything.
goodness. Okay, go for it.
3 damage.
3 damage is enough to
Oh,
drop
okay,
him.
wait, hold on. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
And because of your assassinate,
Where
I
is he?
believe you. Huh?
where is he standing?
He's right over here.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's 3 damage.
3 damage. Terrific. He drops unconscious again, but unfortunately, he did have a held reaction, which I'm going to let him do.
Damn.
So he is going to cast Fireball on you guys once again. Everybody make a dex save.
Sorry, guys.
Is this
Wait,
just
wait,
regular, or do I get advantage with Slurp because of this one?
No, you didn't know this was coming.
Oh, it's fine. I got an 18.
I
I
have
got a 10.
I have defenses like fire defense.
Yes, you are resistant to fire. So that'll help, but I still need you to make a dex save.
Yeah.
Nice.
21.
Incredible.
6.
1 second. I need to roll a bunch of dice.
Hate that sound.
Mm-hmm. That's, hang on, let me see what everyone got.
Gawain goes down.
Did everyone make a dex save? Yeah, Gawain
Oh,
takes...
you'll be fine.
Gawain takes 30 damage. Poetry takes 7. Esme takes 15. Mako
Mako's
takes
down.
all 30.
I'm sorry, guys.
Boneless takes 15.
Okay.
And Glarnock also takes all 30.
30?
Yes. And unfortunately, the priest is dead now. He is not unconscious, he is dead.
That's for you, Glarnock. You're welcome. And then I go and I stabilize Gawain.
I would have killed him
I
myself.
feel you, man. I feel you, buddy.
Gawain drops. Mako also drops. Is everyone else conscious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bloody, but yeah, I'm conscious.
Oh, I'm very bloody, yeah.
I'm good. Is 16 good?
Is it less than half your hit points?
Yes.
So that
You're
means that means you're
Then you're
bloody.
Damn, I got a lot of hit points.
You do. It's a fighter. And poetry, you're fine, right? You're not bloody.
I'm bloody.
Okay. Terrific.
Oh, I have to roll for my familiar, I think, don't I?
Yes, you have to roll a dex save for him for Slurp.
Oh no.
Okay, if I killed Slurp, I'm gonna feel really bad.
Wait, I went with Owl as the base? Yeah, I did.
I think so because he flies.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta pull up that stat block.
Would you being unconscious not make the familiar disappear? No?
I don't believe it does. I could be wrong. I gotta check Find Familiar again. But
I've never played with a familiar, so I wouldn't know. Nice.
Like I've only ever seen
actually
this
okay,
with
so
familiar.
that's 14, but regardless, he has 1 HP. So
yeah, there's
Slurp is
15.
just
Boom, he
He
dies.
just goes away.
he's just gone. Incinerated.
Disappears.
But they don't like die though, right? I thought they
Technically he died, but I have to like re-summon a new one.
Oh, you like okay.
It takes me an hour to do it, but yeah.
It's still very sad.
That's it?
Boneless, you go and you stabilize Gawain. In some, give me a medicine check first.
19.
19. You successfully stabilize Gawain. And does someone want to do that for Mako or heal Mako?
I'll heal Mako. How injured are you?
He's fully unconscious.
Okay, cool. I will cast Healing Word. I'll do 2nd level. 6.
6 healing. Mako is conscious. Boop.
I'd
But
slap Gawain around to wake him up.
you can, but that won't do anything.
Oh, hey, Esme, can you come do something over here too?
He's not just sleeping. He's literally unconscious from injuries.
Actively unconscious.
When Mako wakes up, Mako just walks past Boneless to Gawain, and Mako does a second level healing word.
What's the
not
word?
Not a healing word.
Cure wounds?
Cure wounds.
Okay.
And this is going to be second level plus a d6 because of casting it through his book. So that's 10 HP back to you, Gawain.
Okay.
Woo!
Right after that, he's going to walk to Poetry. Poetry, you are going to get a he's gonna use his other second level cure wounds through his book, and this is going to be 13 plus. It's gonna be 18 back to you, Poetry.
Appreciate it.
Walking past Boneless, he's going to thank Esme and do a first level cure wounds.
Ooh, doing all the healing.
And this is 10 plus 1, so that's 11 back to you, Esme. And
yeah.
Glarnock, you are going to get a cure wounds. Whoops, I accidentally pressed it. This is going to be 7 plus. That's my dog Bruno going crazy. Hold on. That's 11 to you, Glarnock.
Bardock says thank you.
Mako just nods, and you last, Boneless. He's just going to walk to you, and he's going to use his last cure wounds.
You don't have to. Like, I know that
That's 10 plus 1, 11. So Mako just spends the last of his spell slots on you, Boneless, to give you 11. And he just says, he doesn't say anything. He just
fair. It's a salt in the wound. Don't say anything.
Gawain also gets up and when he's looking around and sees that Slurp is missing, starts to panic, actually. Gawain starts to freak out a little bit. Doesn't understand his magic fully, so Gawain's just, Slurp? Where's Slurp? Is that it? And then fires an Eldritch Blast to his left, just out of frustration.
You see a hole appear in a tree.
And then walks away for a second.
Well, there is another corpse here now. And
I would like to loot that corpse.
The priest? Sure.
Yeah.
Go for it. Give me an investigation check. There's this other guy here who is unconscious but still alive.
Ooh, that's a 5. Never mind.
So let me see if there's anything you find on him. He doesn't carry a lot. He doesn't have any armor. It seemed like his only armor came from magic, it seemed.
Can I look for that symbol?
Yes, you can. You find it pretty easy. He has a necklace. Okay. It looks sort of like a bowl with 3 little points coming off of it. I will show you. Give me 1 second. Here it is.
Can I take the necklace?
Yes, you can. And his clothes have been like severely burned. What kind of
Yeah, that's
happened
fair.
was that like he was like began casting a spell as he was backing away and was like getting ready to do it just in case, and then you shot him, and as he was like mid casting the spell, he dropped to the ground and it just kind of exploded outward instead of
Yeah.
actually, which killed him and injured all of you in the process. Because he also took a bunch of damage from that as well.
Oh, really?
From dropping
Um,
unconscious from
Are the clothing on the other two guys intact at all?
the one that was not eaten is fully intact,
Okay, I'll go over and I'll.
except for wounds like in holes from getting shot by
I'm
you guys.
I'm gonna snag that guy's duds.
For sure, you do it.
What's he look like?
Ooh.
What's he look like?
He has dark brown hair. He's got kind of like olive skin, and he's no facial hair. He's clean shaven. He's kind of handsome. He's on like the stocky side. He's like kind of short and wide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he like clearly
Stabilize
kind of a
him.
soldier?
Yeah, clearly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
So the way that Conifer talked about, like, he's kind of like him and the other priests are kind of like below Elazar. This guy is like below them, and then the druids that they recruit are like the initiates that are below them.
Okay.
Can I just do like a medicine check to like stabilize him?
He's already stabilized. He's just unconscious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I stabilized him earlier.
He can stay unconscious then. That's fine.
Gawain wants to go over to the guy that shot off the fireball.
Yes.
What kind of condition? Like, is he like insanely burned?
He's really badly burned. Yeah.
Like incinerated.
He's not incinerated, but
But
like
crispy.
a fireball blew up in his face, and just happened to like explode because it killed him. He like exploded with it, which is what
Ew.
kind of created the even bigger explosion that reached you guys. And so he is like his whole body's covered in burns, but it's still a body.
Okay. Gawain, out of pure frustration, just starts to like look at this guy, and like some of his magic starts to creep through his fingers a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and just like in staring, like this purple mist just kind of like emanates out of him and wraps around the body. And I think without realizing it, he casts Animate Dead.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much this just means that choose a pile of bones or a corpse of medium or small humanoid within range. The spell imbues the target with a foul mimicry of life, raising it as an undead creature. The target becomes a skeleton if you chose bones, or a zombie if you chose a corpse.
It's a corpse. So you get a zombie friend.
Oh. He listens to
It's
me
our
until
friend?
the next dawn.
Nice.
And then what?
I have to do it every day to maintain it, but Gawain doesn't know that. So I think, yeah, he, without thinking about it, reanimates this corpse.
I'm gonna put a
and-
spooky creature here.
That's nasty.
Sorry. That's what
Ooh.
Ah, yeah!
Crispy.
crispy little guy.
You zombie.
What's his name?
His name
Gawain
was
freaks out
Conifer.
for a second. Honestly, like it happens, and Gawain's just like gets in battle position, sees that he doesn't react, and just kind of like slowly moves forward, slaps his face. Nothing happens.
Mm.
Con?
Con?
It kind of
What?
goes.
Does anyone have like a cloak or something?
Put his cloak on.
His
from the
cloak is
body.
burned. All
the
burned.
cloak's-
Everything's
oh, God.
burned.
Guys, I don't know how I did this. And like Gawain's just pointing at the body, who's pointing back at me.
You know, buddy.
Uh,
It's cool though.
Put the other clothes from the other corpse on his body, so he's.
I don't want to get him dirty.
Gawain walks over to the one that he buried, lifts up the mound of
Ew.
earth, and like Says, "Get the cloak," and the zombie just crawls under and starts getting the cloak and putting it on.
Indeed,
Nasty.
he does. He's wearing clothes, but he is very clearly a zombie. Still not has not helped at all. He's just a
But
zombie
he has.
in clothes.
Does he have the sigil on the cloak?
On the no, because the sigil on the other one, the sigil was on the shield and the armor. On the priest, it was on just the necklace. But the necklace, unfortunately, because it got burned, it is emblazoned in his burned flesh now.
Oh, I thought you said I could have it.
Yo, you can still have it. It didn't melt. It just
okay.
made so it got so hot that it made a burn mark in the zombie's chest.
Okay, that's also very.
Dwayne makes sure that is still visible on him.
Sure, he like unbuttons a couple so you can see the burn.
Yep, there we go. Wow, this is Well, he's in the crew now, so
Welcome.
Con is with us. Hey Mako. Oh, sorry, I see you're mid snack. Well, regardless, do y'all want to like chill for a little bit? Just kind of.
Yeah, let's take a nap, guys, and then
Good time for that.
reconsider what to do in the morning.
Terrific. Do you guys want to? Is there anything else you guys want to talk about now, before you do a long rest?
Okay. Yeah.
Like what you're gonna do next, maybe.
Yeah. So we can either go in the back where random fires appear. Though we could send Con first to make sure the fire's not gonna go where we're about to step, so that's a plus. Let's see.
Team huddle.
I have an idea.
Con
Take out
joins the team
druids.
huddle.
We should take out the druids because it sounds like the druids are kind of victims to this whole thing.
Well,
Yeah, I
but
think
also
we should leave them alone.
the ritual that's in 3 days that has apparently little to nothing to do with the druids. They're just using it
No,
as a recruitment
gotta-
tactic.
We
I
gotta
think he
make
made
them
up the whole
leave.
ritual, right?
Yeah,
The ritual isn't a ritual. They just burn
No,
people
they just
alive.
light people on fire.
yeah.
They just call it.
Well,
the-
that's what I'm
the
saying. If
liquor
we
giant.
go to the place and deal with the people first, then the druids will be like, "Whoa, I guess it's over. Cool," and walk away.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
but we
sure.
can't
we
hurt
can just-
them, is what we're
Yeah,
saying.
but
we
we
can't take
can
out the
also
druids.
potentially recruit some of the druids to help us
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
what
could be
we're
fun.
trying to do.
But also, like, some of them are cultists, so we got to be like extra careful about that.
We'll put on our outfits and act like we're gonna join and fight from the inside.
That's what I think we should do. I think that we should.
I'm not gonna fit in.
True.
so
But
yeah.
I might have captured you.
They're also looking
Tell
for
them what I'm
me.
stepping in.
We could say Con caught us,
Con looks like a zombie. So
but they're the fire cult, and he's been burned. If anything, he would be a god to them.
fair enough, but I have a better idea. I'm gonna look like the other guy that went down. And if I put on this coat and I bring back our Minotaur friend, and a random monk that I found, I think the rest of you can kind of look like a druid.
Yeah,
Hey, you can give us some pointers, and I think
yeah.
go in and pretend to be, recruiters and kind of take them down from the inside.
Yeah.
Would they recognize Glarnock?
Oh yeah, they'll recognize me.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should bring him back like as a prisoner, like I caught him.
Yes.
Sounds
I
like
have
a
sh-
good way to get
I have
got.
shackles. I
Yeah,
have
and these
shackles.
recruiters, these new recruits that I'm bringing with me, helped me bring down Glarnock.
Yep.
Okay.
What if we go through the basement of Feathergate's Spire and see if we can find the hallway?
I was thinking about that too. The only thing is, the thing that like worries me about that is that we won't know where to go. You know what I mean? Because like the whole thing, because I was thinking about that too, because that's what irritated me. I was like, damn, we could have gone down there this whole time. But I have a feeling that since it's because he said it was like a city, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I have a feeling that when we
So,
get down there, it might be too confusing.
The other thing that you
Also-
guys would remember is that at Feathergale Spire, the entrance that you suspected and that the Aarakocra sort of confirmed for you was probably not in the spire, was in a place called Knife Point Gully, which was in the valley nearby.
which also is being defended by people that 100% know where
They're there right now. That's right.
And similarly to how both Galarnock and Conifer told you that there is a temple beneath, there surely is a temple beneath the Feathergale Spire as well. And it's not just like, oh, this way to the fire cult, you know?
Yeah.
You will have to go through the Howling Hatred Temple to get to the Temple of Eternal Flame.
Okay.
Presumably.
Well, if by that same logic, if we were to go down this one, the Eternal Flame, take it out, we could then come in the back door of the Howling Hatred and just go apeshit.
Yes.
Or hell, maybe the Earth Cult. I don't know. There's
Well,
so
at
many
least
options.
from there, we'd be able to kind of directionally figure it out. You know what I mean? Because at least we'd have access.
Yeah, but the
Remember,
Like we don't have to fight our way through.
I feel like the priest blew up and almost killed everybody with fire, and like marching into fireplace seems really scary.
Yeah, like, well, he was like he was one level down from the top dog, right? So like
Of Scarlet
presumably
Hall, that
everyone
is.
below him is much weaker.
I
'cause,
don't
like,
think that guy's the top dog, buddy. I think that the guy that he was talking about, the guy Alizar, I think he's more like Thurl was.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that
Yeah,
this
so
guy
there's somebody
Concon was a level
above him.
below Thurl guy.
Yeah. But
Is
they
what he said.
have their own version of
In retrospect, it's probably more akin to how the Feathergale Knights were to Thurl, in versus
Yeah.
how the Initiates were to the Knights, and how the Hurricane. There was like a hurricane.
That's
Howling
correct. Yeah, the
Hatred?
hurricane. The
The
monks.
hurricane
Yeah,
dude.
the monks were called hurricanes.
In Red Larch.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, there were like one or two people called Hurricanes. I remember who were like monks. They were like, or something like that, or was there one? Am I tripping?
Yeah, no, I think there were
It
like
was the one
two.
guy.
Yeah, one or two.
Okay.
I don't remember. I think
Yeah.
I forget how many.
Okay.
We're all tripping, man.
You know what? We fought the hurricane twice. I think that's what it is.
Probably.
We fought him
Yes.
once. That's why I'm getting confused.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
so
I think it's similar to that.
if three of us are going in, the other three would go into the druid encampment and try to infiltrate from there. We would be on the inside, not knowing where we are exactly, and subject to them completely. And I guess it would be that you would be looking like Con, and the other two would be the new initiates. Once I'm locked up in whatever the jail cell is, I probably would know. I might know, around where that is, because probably near the barracks, possibly. But once I'm locked up, unless you get the keys and unlock me, I'm screwed.
Well, I can come down and get you guys out, is what I'm thinking.
And you would be, so you could be him completely. Not only look like him, but passed as him. Do you have a
I
spell?
changed my voice and I oh I'm sorry, buddy. So I'm this thing called a changeling, and then I turn
Yeah.
BoJack
Is
Horseman, and I turn into
So you could just be him.
and
You could be him perpetually, right?
for as long as I want to, yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Also-
I can't be Con though, because Con had a different outfit that's all burnt up now. So I have to
Fuck.
be this soldier guy, and I turn into the soldier guy, and I put
Shit.
on his robe. So
Although you
Um,
could be Con and then just say in the fight you accidentally burned your robe, so you stole it from the dead guy.
historically, doing that kind of thing has not worked out well for me. but it's something I could do.
They're also fire people, so they might just assume that's a normal thing. Like I would
I
assume they
could
got like
just go as
laundry
Con
people
Con
just
naked. I do know
You
what
could.
he looks like naked now.
We don't
the
know
other
what
thing,
kind of people they are.
the other thing is, okay, so let's say that all gets established. We've infiltrated, we're inside, they all think you're him. Now what? Because the deeper we go to that temple, the more security, more resistance probably. The minute I'm out, it's gonna be we're ready to kill time. Because the minute they see me, they're gonna have a red flag. So as long as I'm in the cage, once you unleash me, everybody's dying.
Do you know where they sacrifice people, Bardock? Do they do it in the temple?
That I've never seen.
Yeah.
I would assume
you can
that
make a
because they do it at the hall.
You can make a history check.
I'll make another history check. It's a -1.
Yep.
Every time, because I went through a portal.
Mm-hmm. You were dizzy.
Every time I have gotten a 6. Every single time.
Oh,
3
yeah.
times.
You have no idea. You've never seen that.
666.
But you've seen the Wicker Giant. That's like right in the courtyard. So like you've walked past that on your way out.
So there's your answer. It's not in the temple. It's like in the courtyard, in the infrastructure of the place. Right?
Yeah. So there is, just to be clear, and that you would know all this stuff. So the tower, the hall, is really just a tower. It's not very big. It's maybe like 30 by 30 square-ish. It's got scaffolding all around it because it's old and very broken down. So outside of that, there is a courtyard because the hall used to be walled in. It used to have a big wall surrounding it, but it's in ruins. So it's not really walled off anymore. But the area that used to be walled off, that's like the courtyard. And that's where there's other... I think, there's other people camped out there. They might be priests. They might be something else. And it's also where the Wicker Giant is, because it's literally a huge, literal giant made of wicker. It's like 30 feet tall, and it's got some type of flame inside of it that like moves around inside of its body and never goes out.
Okay. I think what we should do is, once we've infiltrated, I think our 2 main priorities should be convincing the druids, as many as we can, to defect and to kind of be on our side, be like a little rebellion. And we need to figure out the makeup of the tower. We need to take some time to figure out how to get down into the temple and then even further down. And because I'd rather not fight our way through it without knowing where we're going.
It was on the 3rd floor. I just want to clear that up. Instead of the 2nd floor, because
hang on. Actually, let me double check. I think you live on the 2nd floor.
The barracks were on the 3rd floor, right? I thought that's what it was.
You said the 2nd floor before.
Yeah, but I think I was on the 3rd floor. I think I messed that up. Because then the basement would be its own.
Yeah, the basement is its own thing. So there's the 1st floor, which is mostly like it's just trash. It's just like ruins from before. Let's see.
Okay. So yeah, I think for now we could focus on just getting in.
Yes, you are on the 3rd floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I have an idea for a distraction when we're inside. It probably would cause a decent amount of panic.
The other thing
that doesn't surprise me, buddy.
The other thing Glarnock is... Oh, sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, like, I can make the big-ass illusion, right? So what if I made it so it looked like the fire went out in the Wicker Man?
There you go. You could always have like a zombie walk into the front yard. That would be a good distraction too.
I don't want to waste Con-Con.
What do you want? Okay.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know. By the way, I'm gonna start reading my book while we're doing this because I miss Slurp.
I have a feeling Con-Con's gonna be gone by the time we do this. But it's just a feeling.
Would you say you're hooked on that feeling?
Oh, hey, that's Mako's territory, buddy.
Mako's been
Put
teaching me
together.
stuff.
So
But for now, does that sound okay? Maybe we can talk about it more in the morning.
yes, is that a?
Yeah.
I'm seeing no reaction from anyone.
I do have
So
Oh, okay. There it is.
So-
Thank you.
we have to find the infrastructure of the place. But then the last thing I just want to clear up is, I mean, I'll answer as Glarnock, which is, kill them and kill everybody. But though there's huge beasts, there are elements in here, like poetry said, fireball is just the beginning.
Mhm.
These huge beasts may be, I don't know. All I know is that I'm haunted by them. I have a haunted, because I'm the haunted one. I have a haunted past.
I'm the
and
haunted one, so
This this triggers that for me.
Do you
Yeah.
think you'd be
Those
okay?
like screeches and it
Yeah.
unleashes like a bloodlust within me and like brings me back to my past.
Oh, you're saying you might not be able to like control yourself.
Yes, it's like to the point where
Okay.
I might go into a rage again. Like if they know I'm coming, if they've seen me, if I'm not in the cage, they're gonna probably just try to kill me.
I mean,
Mako might be able to
again,
help you with that actually.
I also have ways of
so-
helping with that.
Mako so Mako, sorry, I'm gonna gas you up just like really quick. Mako does this cool thing where he like writes words down and they like rhyme, and it's super dope. And if I don't know if you've ever heard of this thing called a mantra, but sometimes like repeating that over and over again can like help you like chill out a little bit. And Mako's got some like dope rhymes that he might be able to like help you out with.
That's perfect. That would work.
very good. Awesome. We have a plan forming, and I love it. I'm
Yeah.
very excited.
And
On this
but
way
the
too,
last-
Esme, you can try and find your friends.
and the
I
last
was
thing
gonna say, I'd like to try
Yeah.
and find
Yeah, try-
my homies.
and the last thing too is, if we get to their leader, which isn't even, there might even be a bigger god or some sort of being, whatever's down there. If we get to Elazar, it's going to be very interesting,
Well, I mean,
and we should have a plan for that.
the last big fat general we encountered was a bitch and a half, but we took care of him.
Yes.
So I think we can do this.
We're also the kind of group that 100% will make a plan, will try to do the thing. Everything goes wrong,
And
and,
it's
then
super
we
well
deal with it in
works.
the end.
Indeed.
I like
And
I like the I'm a prisoner infiltration plan. I'm good for
So
that.
the other half of that is that then it would be, let's see, so it'd be boneless poetry and Glarnock going in infiltrate, while me, Mako, Zombie, and Esme go druid and chitty chat our way in, or are we going in with you and then splitting up? And
I think we could probably all go in at the same time because I can always say that I found some new recruits and they
Okay.
helped bring these guys in.
okay, at that point they're
Especially if you
probably
have
going to
me,
split
like,
us up.
vouching for you.
infinitely.
Will it pass as a tiefling? Are these druids all?
You might
Human.
have to go druid with
Racist? Yeah,
us.
are the druids racist?
No, druids come in all shapes and sizes. You should be fine.
Okay, so we'll all go in as druids, and then most likely, boneless, you're gonna get separated from us.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
love that, but I'll try to stay, Glardock, I'll try to stay with you as long as I can. I'll try to volunteer to guard you.
If I can anticipate, you will probably know where I am the most.
Yeah.
And how to get there, and you might even have the closest access to the key.
Yeah. That sounds good.
indeed.
We can, sleep now and talk about it in the morning too.
For sure.
If there's any kinks. But
And
yeah,
as you figure out your plan, you all take a night's rest. And one thing occurs to you, Glarnock, as you think about what's coming tomorrow. You remember you're still about a day's journey from the Scarlet Moon Hall, and after that day, if your plan is successful and if you are able to make it into the tower, there won't be anything standing between you and the Temple of Eternal Flame.
Exactly.
And Glarnock, you're not afraid of many things. You've seen a lot and you've done a lot, but you're afraid of what's ever down there.
Oh yeah.
And we'll pick up next time. Thank you,
I want to
guys.
cast Find Familiar while I'm napping.
I don't know about while you're napping, but maybe first thing in the morning.
In my sleep, I cast Find Familiar. I don't dream, I cast spells.
Cast spells while I sleep. Terrific. Incredible.
Esme's gonna learn some water spells.
Very fun. Fitting, indeed. Very good. Well, thank you guys so much for playing. You're all great, and I appreciate you. What's our team name today?
Minotaur de
de
France.
France.
Minotaur de France. Hell yeah. Love playing with Minotaur de France. Thank you guys. And I am Ace the Game Master. I am your friendly neighborhood game master, Ace the GM, as they call me. Everyone else's info is in the credits here. We've got. Can I just go through and tell everyone who you are? We've got January as Esme. We've got Joe Kirby as Poetry. We've got Shanks as Mako Alferis. We've got Alex as Gawain. We've got Mary as Boneless. And we've got Matt as Glarnock the Mutilator. Thanks to you all for playing. Thanks to anybody that watched with us. And thanks to anybody that watches later. Everybody say bye, stream.
Goodbye.
Bye.
stream.